say the action on track this afternoon will be as hot as the lava which once spewed out of that, the active volcano which is Mount Vesuvius. 36 karts to race for the final this afternoon. The Polish flags on the front row of the grid, Maciej and Yannick. Mitya and Nathan Tai, Kirill Kutzkov and Anatoly Kavalkin, the fastest qualifier out of 6. Simon Reckenmacher, what a debut for the Algerian. Leo Robinson out of 8. Maxence Verbruge and Nicolas Roos will try to bliksem the field, the South African out of 10. Butzar and Costa, Salim Hanna Hernandez, Gerasam Skulinov, Konsani and Alfie Slater. William Go on the podium at Lenato out of 17. Adam Hitteg, Jimmy Halies, and the Glaswegian, the two-time British cadet champion, Zach Drummond. Luvius Sam Budler, another South African, the Pink Panther, back on 22 after a DNF in the pre-final. The same for Enzo Tarvanishvili alongside Cardenas, Kaspritsky, Olivieri, Perez, Rene Lammers, Tobias Clausen, and Reno Frankot. Ed Robinson, Lewis Werrell, the Forza Racing drivers, ahead of Alpak Soy, Enzo 9 Cotta, Len Neese and Artur Dorison out of 36. Stand by the junior final, the WSK Euro Series here at Sarno. We'll keep you updated with the championship, the virtual championship throughout the race, which will be awarded here this afternoon. Mitya pushes Maciej up to the line, the pole, on pole. Shirosky, the round 1 winner out of 2. We race. Perfect start from Maciej, who puts the Ricky Flynn Motorsport kart in the middle of the circuit. Not a bad getaway also for Yannick Shirosky. Around the outside, he's in position 3, and predictably, Dmitry Matveev from the inside second row of the grid up into second place. Fantastic start from Maciej Guadic. The all-and-backed Ricky Flynn Motorsport driver with a nice lead as they head up the old back straight for the first time. Matveev in second place, being hounded by Yannick Shirosky. And a good start also by KK. That's Kirill Kutzkov in the Bureau-Art in position 4. Nathan Tai being attacked by the Brazilian-American from Monte Carlo, Miguel Costa, the Sauber Academy junior driver with a fantastic start. The first Sodi kart in position 5. So the two Tony karts on the back of the Lando Norris kart, the OTK machines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maciej Guadic will lead them across the line for the first time. Looks over his right shoulder. But Matveev is over his left. They slam it down through turn 1. At frightening speeds for these OK Junior karts, they complete the first of 13 laps. Matveev in second place, Yannick Shirosky, that's Kutzkov, Kavalkin. And then Nathan Tai has actually been passed by Anatoly Kavalkin, the fastest qualifier in the Paralin kart. Maciej Guadic holds the lead for the moment, but he's under attack. At the moment, Yannick Shirosky would take the championship, but it's early days as the Tony Kart racing driver goes back to third place. Guadic with the race lead, but under tremendous pressure. We have unfortunately lost a couple of drivers on the opening lap of the race. Ed Robertson comes across the line now. He's still circulating half a lap down though. Luvius Sam Budler, the second South African, is out, as is Reno Frankot. There's Kirill Kutzkov behind Yannick Shirosky. A clean start as Maciej again nervously looks over his shoulder. Flat down through turn 1, rides the bumps. Needs to close the door because Matveev will try and find a way down the inside. And Guadic still holds the place. Shirosky! What a move by Yannick! Moves up into second position with a fabulous opportunistic pass. Matveev was trying to attack Guadic. Couldn't quite do it. And Yannick Shirosky simply said Shinkoya. And once again, the Poles run positions 1 and 2. There's Kutzkov under attack from Kavalkin, Simon Reckenmacher. And Nathan Tai tries to go by. There's Maxence Verbruge. Costa falls back. Butzar, William Go, Nicolas Roos in trouble. He's fallen back into 12th position ahead of Salim Hanna Hernandez, Konsani, and Skulinov. Now it's starting to get a little bit messy as the two Poles who started 1 and 2 on the grid, they start to pull away. It's the Lando Norris kart for the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team driver. The former WSK champion in the mini category runs a little bit wide, but as we saw in the OK pre-final this morning, there is rubber offline. That's the faster part down through turn 2. They pull away from the German Simon Reckenmacher from the DKM Series TB Motorsport in the Amy-powered Kart Republic. The team who won the WSK Supermaster Series in 2019 with the German driver Hannes Janker. Simon Reckenmacher has been quick all weekend, has not made the best getaways though. Again in the final, but he's back up into third place. Kavalkin, the fastest qualifier behind. Then goes Max Ons for Bruce. Nathan Ty, Kirill Kutzkov. Matvey back to 8, ahead of Putzar and Miguel Costa. Yannick Shirosky, position 2. That would do for the pole to take the championship from Guadichan Kutzkov, but we've still got 3/4 of the race remaining. Trying to keep one eye on Nicholas Schaufler and also Zach Drummond, who are carving through the field after DNS in the pre-final this morning. Zach on the attack. The Glaswegian up to 15th place. And the Pink Panther, he had to start a long way back. He's behind Jimmy Helias, Salim Hana Hernandez, and Enzo Tavanishkal, the boy from Bangkok, Thailand. In the 333 Tony Kart, his teammates in second. Enzo DNFing the pre-final this morning after taking 2 heat wins. He'll miss the podium this afternoon, but he's driving superbly as he tries to follow Schaufler up through the field. Here is Mache, pulls away. What a turnaround after a forgettable first round of the championship. Was absolutely in no man's land at Lonato. Was barely inside the top 20. The kart would just not work. They tried some experimental setups. It just failed and he was miles off the pace. They've gone back to an original setup and boy is it working. There's Schaufler. You saw the Pink Panther dropping back, the Austrian in the Kart Republic with a heat victory yesterday, but so ferociously competitive. Here's the junior category, but he's fallen down the field. He's effectively out of it now, ahead of 24th place Andres Cardenas, the WSK Champions Cup champion from Peru, and behind him the 3 times WSK champion Rene Lammers, who's in position 25. Mache with a superb lead as we approach half race distance. The Lando Norris kart absolutely hooked up here this afternoon. Rides the bumps on a bumpy circuit here at Sarno. There's Kavalkin, the fastest qualifier. He's 1.6 seconds behind. Here's Nathan Ty, position 5. He tries to go by. That's the Brit from the Midlands of England. As you look at Simon in position 3. Hit down behind the steering wheel. There's Grip right there in the middle of the circuit, offline. They avoid the bumps. The Vega tyres are painting rubber onto the 1,550 metre circuit here at Sarno. And you can see the Lando Norris kart is working it superbly. Ricky Flynn Motorsport, one of the most professional teams in the world of motorsport, not kart racing, but motorsport. Full stop, they are a world-class outfit. And they lead the equivalently professional, I'll say that again, the equivalently professional Tony Kart racing team. RFM P1, Tony Kart racing team, P2. It's the OTK karts first and second. There's Simon from the DKM series. The Miami-powered Kart Republic. Behind him is the fastest qualifier, Anatoly Kavalkin. And Nathan Ty on the podium in the season opening WSK Champions Cup on the 23rd of January on a freezing cold day at Lonato. There's Kavalkin ahead of Ty, who was on the podium in the first event of 2022. At the moment, he's off it in position 5. The second half of the race, Max Ons for Bruges in position 9, behind Miguel Costa with the fastest first sector of the entire race. Max Ons for Bruges, the Parisian who led the pre-final this morning, is absolutely flying. The gap, 0.6 of a second between the two poles. What a turnaround for Maciej Gładicz, the second-generation racer. His father, Adam, watching on from their home in Tarnów in Poland. Former Porsche Carrera Cup racer, also a couple of starts in the Dubai 24-hour race. But at the moment, his boy, backed by Olin, the same company which sponsored the Alfa Romeo Formula One team, and be assured they do have an eye on Maciej as well. Yannick Shirosky, the Tony Kart Racing team driver, in second place. He'll take the championship as it stands. Andy Consani, meanwhile, up into P5. The Frenchman goes by his British teammate in the second French kart. There's the Saudi kart of Andy, direct from the French Formula One Grand Prix at Paul Ricard 7 days ago, where he enjoyed the hospitality of, well, various teams. There's Andy on the charge, and he's done a 52.438, 0.2 of a second faster than Maciej. But Andy, who's gone by his teammate Nathan Ty, is in 5th place. Mache with 4 laps to go. A perfect drive from pole position. We'll check the gap not only between Maciej Gładicz and Yannick Żurowski, but also between Yannick and Simon, who's in 3rd place. 0.641 of a second last time. 0.7, it's another 10th. Maciej's pulling away as Kavalkin now tries to fight for the podium. A 56.502 for Anatoly Kavalkin. Here comes the fastest qualifier in the Paralink car, 310 powered by the TM engine. As Simon Reckenmacher said, his fastest lap of the race. He's on the back of the pole. Who loses a 10th to his countryman. He'll still take the title, even if Simon gets by him. As it stands, 178 points for Żurowski, 116 to Gładicz and Kutzkov. 68 points ahead of Simon Reckenmacher. It will change, though, if Simon goes by Yannick. As Maciej through the infield comes up to the final corner. 3 laps remaining at the end of this one. Round 2 of the WSK Euro Series. What would the story have been had Maciej had a setup at the first round of the championship at Lonato? Across the line, looks over his right shoulder. The gap was 0.7 of a second. It stays the same. The fastest lap of the race now for Nathan Ty. We know the Soddy Kart Sigma comes on strong. There's the virtual championship at the bottom right of your screen. Żurowski will win the title. The Soddy Kart of Nathan with a 56.472. Ahead of Kutzkov, ahead of Costa, Matviv. Down to position 8 for Koski Motorsport. As they race up the back straight last time round, Simon Reckenmacher, 127 k's an hour. The most we've seen from the juniors throughout the week, 129 k's an hour. Direct from the telemetry and the speed trap here at Sarno. It's not a guess, it's not an estimation. It is accurate to within 1/10 of a kilometre. Maciej Gładicz now, just over 3 kilometres to race here at Sarno. 2 laps remaining, the OK Junior Final. Round 2, the championship decider for the WSK Euro Series for 2022. Nathan Ty goes by in position 5. Kavalkin with a 56.415. Then the battle rages on. Nicholas Roos, William Riley go, is giving him the mud and right behind the Filipino driver who was in position 3 on the podium. Right behind the South African champion, ahead of Butza and Elias. Simon still in 2nd place, is 3rd in the championship on the line. Kutzkov behind in 7th place, will finish 3rd in the championship standings. Unless Simon can go by Yannick Żurowski, he will win the title. Maciej looks as though he will win the race. They battle for 2nd place, the gap 6.676 of a second. The drivers from Poland 1st and 2nd, the German behind in 3rd. This is the last lap for Maciej Gładicz. Simon looks over his shoulder. It's a long way back to Anatoly Kavalkin. He can attack. Yannick Żurowski needs to finish on the podium. He needs to finish somewhere in the top 5 to take the title. Keep it clean, boys. Yannick versus Simon. Maciej on his way to victory. The Ricky Flynn Motorsport driver, what a comeback for the pole. He started from pole, his countryman, also from pole and behind in position 2. Nathan Ty in the background is coming on hard in position 5. Yannick looks over his shoulder as they race down the old back straight for the final time. Puts the Tony kart in the middle of the circuit. Simon around the outside. Maciej will win the final. Maciej Gładicz for Ricky Flynn Motorsport will win round 2 of the WSK Euro Series here at Sarno. The fight for 2nd, Simon is too far back. Yannick defends. That checkered flag is about to wave. Yannick Żurowski wins the WSK Euro Series, but Maciej takes victory in round 2. It's a Poland 1-2 here in Sarno. Nathan Ty goes by in position 3. What a final corner from Nate. He's on the podium in 3rd. That changes the championship ever so slightly. Yannick Żurowski is the champion as his countryman Maciej Gładicz wins the race here at Sarno. What a nail-biting finish and what a deserving victor for not only the race but also the series here this afternoon. Maciej Gładicz from pole position ends up winning the race by 1.4 seconds, and this is how he did it from pole position. Right in the middle of the circuit. Good start from Dmitry Matviv, who would finish in position 10. He was right on the back of Mache, who was struggling to get some momentum and rhythm in the early stages of the race. His teammate falling way down the field. That was Guillaume Boutsar, who would ultimately finish in position 28. Yannick Sharowski, Maciej Gładicz, Poland 1 and 2, but Simon Reckenmacher, not the best start for the German from the fourth row of the grid, out of grid 7, but he picked them off one by one to come charging up through the field on the back of Yannick Sharowski. Ultimately, he would miss the podium as they fought for positions 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nathan Ty dragged himself into it. Reckenmacher, there was Kavalkin, who would finish in 5th. But out front, no one could catch Maciej Gładicz, who took the victory in round 2 of the WSK Euro Series here at Sarno. Yannick Sharowski is the 2022 WSK Euro Series champion. Poland 1, Poland 2. Nathan Ty in the final corner takes position 3 from Simon Reckenmacher. Heartbreak for the German, who misses the podium by a single position. Kavalkin, Costa, Kutskov, Maxence Verbruge, Nicholas P9, and Mitja home in 10. Disappointment for the likes of Zach Drum and Nicholas Schaufler, who finishes in 19th place. Tobias Clausen deserved better for the Chemik Europe team. He was in the top 4 throughout the heats. Olivieri, who won in 60 mini in that fantastic finish 1 year ago here at Sarno in the Supermaster Series. Lama's down in 23rd. Lewis Werrell, who was quick but had no luck this weekend, a place behind. And Boutsar, after being shuffled back, finishes way down the order. A DNF to Luviwe Sambudla, Artur Dorison, 9 quarter. On debut, the Brazilian in WSK. From the Queen's England for the Saudi kart racing team in 3rd place, Nathan Ty. Second place also from Poland for the Tony Kart racing team, Yannick Sharowski. A forgettable first round of the series at Lonato, but he has dominated here this afternoon. The winner of round 2 of the WSK Euro Series from Poland for Ricky Fleet Motorsport, Maciej Gładicz. The national anthem of Poland. The podium for round 2 of the WSK Euro Series. 3rd place, Nathan Ty. 2nd, Yannick Sharowski. And the winner of round 2 here at Sarno, Maciej Gładicz.